From WENY News, this is First Warning Weather.
And welcome back. Still experiencing very much chilly conditions outside. Looking at the Cornell Skycam, looks a lot like late fall out there. Feels like it as well. Perhaps even early winter-like conditions out there as well. Temperatures still really fluctuating across the area. Depends on where you're at. 19 in Wellsboro, 25 Elmira, 29 in Ithaca, so getting slightly warmer, much of that due to, of course, the presence of cloud cover in areas where it is slightly warmer. And of course, when you see temperatures in the teens, not a lot of clouds to keep that heat near the ground. I say heat, but that does make a difference in some areas, especially when we're close to the freezing line. Now, mainly dealing with some clouds is a break now forming in parts of Steuben and Chemung County, stretching down towards the PA towns of Troy and Towanda. That's going to allow some of that heat to escape, but thankfully as the sun rises we should see that become less and less of a factor, the sun allowing to heat the ground and to get rid of some of that extra chill. But something we're going to be factoring in tomorrow, wind gusts are expected to get up into the 20s by around 11 a.m. tomorrow. Now some areas to the north looking to get anywhere in the low to mid 20s in terms of miles per hour. Those persist throughout the day, becoming even more strong around 5 o'clock. Some areas getting 30-mile-per-hour wind gusts, especially around the Finger Lakes region, the north ends of Steuben County as well. So the further you go north, closer you get to Lake Ontario, the worse that the wind is going to be, or at least the more impactful that it's going to be. Now we can expect our next major low pressure system around the Great Lakes around Sunday evening. That makes its way into the region along with a cold front, allowing for some rain and some wintry mix to come in. We'll start out with some rain late Sunday night into early Monday morning, changing over to some wintry mix and some flurries. But if you are in some higher elevations, expect more of that frozen precipitation like that mix and that snow. More so than, of course, if you're in a valley, low-lying areas, and places further to the south, expect more rain. High pressure will exit the region late this evening, allowing for some low pressure to come in around the later hours of 9 o'clock, allowing for some rain and eventually some mix and snow to come into the region. And afterwards, some of that prevailing wind coming from the west will allow for some lake effect snow conditions to persist in areas like Buffalo, Rochester, and Syracuse. Now we got some more clouds making their way into the region later today, mostly an off and on game for the most part, but as after we get into Saturday evening and more toward the overnight hours is where we have those more overcast conditions expected to come into the Twin Tiers and persist throughout much of the area. Today we're getting to 42 across parts of the region. Low 40s is the name of the game, partly sunny skies and staying much cooler. We get down to 24 tonight, partly cloudy conditions, but the wind does start to pick up later tonight. For that 7-day forecast, we're seeing mainly the threat of some wintry mix come in on Monday. Tuesday, we have the possibility of some more snow showers lingering for at least a little bit. And Thursday, in the early morning hours, we could see some more snow as well, as a slightly less strong, a weaker low pressure system comes into the region. But it should all clear up just in time for next weekend, Friday looking at a high of 44.